Hello everyone, welcome to Move Well, Live Well. We get a number of people that come in here with issues regarding their heel. And in particular, what's going on with these folks with their heel, they're having problems kind of right around the heel bone itself. See if I can get this right here. So they're having problems in and around the heel bone itself. Sometimes even where the Achilles tendon, see this is the Achilles tendon, my Achilles tendon, where it attaches to the calcaneus. So pain kind of in the back of the heel. And right in through here. And sometimes the side, the inside, or even the outside part, this part of the heel. So this part of the heel, some pain, discomfort. And what we're finding with these folks, why are they having some pain and discomfort in through there? As far as anatomy goes, our skin, this is an example of my elbow. Our skin, this is my elbow here. You see on my elbow how the skin glides nicely over my elbow. But what we're finding with these folks, let me tilt this down. You can kind of see my heel. So I'm tilting this down here. And you can kind of see my heel here, right here. There we go. Just like that. So this is my heel. And if you can move here like this, you can kind of see with my heel, the skin, you see the skin kind of glides and moves over my heel. See that? Just like that. It glides over my heel. See that? It can use a little work, but right here in the back, you can see the skin crinkle. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. You see the heel, yeah, there you go. You see the heel, you see the skin crinkle, and it moves nicely over my heel. See that? Just like that. So, what we're finding with these folks is that the skin no longer glides smoothly over these structures, whether it be the elbow, the heel in particular. Especially women. Women have they wear these high heels and stuff, and you can see some destroyed heels on some of these women. And over time, that skin that no longer glides over that heel bone, the calcaneus anymore in that area. So they miss dorsiflexion. So this is when your toes go toward towards you like this. This is dorsiflexion. And you can kind of see if this is tight back here, if the skin can't move very well, doing this can become painful and pull the back of the heel here. So that tissue, that skin on the fat and the fascia on there has become tacked down. It's kind of matted tissue. And they're having pain and discomfort in through there. Sometimes tennis players are having issues in through there. People who do squatting, athletes that, they go to the gym and they do squats and they can't quite get to depth. They can't quite get to good dorsiflexion here because of tightness. Because of tightness and pain right here in the back of the heel. See that? Now, if the skin is not gliding well back here, you can see how they can pull and cause discomfort back here. So how do you fix that? How do you fix that nastiness, those adhesions that have been created in the back of your heel causing discomfort and pain? Well, you get yourself your good old handy dandy lacrosse ball. It's a great tool. Very portable, very durable. And what you do, you come down here just like this, and you find those areas. See, I can even use a little work in here. See this? So I take the ball here, and I take the tissue slack out by twisting it a little bit. See that? So with my left hand, I'm taking the ball and I twist it a little bit to take the slack out, and I give it a couple of good hits. And I recommend the lacrosse ball simply because the lacrosse ball is made out of rubber and it's hard. So that way it adheres to the skin better. It doesn't slide. So again, I find that spot right there. I take the tissue slack out by doing a little twist, and then give it a good couple of thwacks, just like that. See? Tilt this down a little bit more so you can kind of see. Whoa, I lost you there for a second. Anyway, so yeah, you give it a couple of whacks and you'll start to see that it starts to loosen up in through there. So again, this is the inside part of my heel. So you just find those areas that aren't gliding very well. You just find those areas that aren't gliding very well. You take your ball, you take the tissue slack out of it, a little twist, and then you hit it a few times and it starts to loosen up in through here. See that? And then if you want to get the back of the heel right in here, same thing. You take the tissue slack out, see that? Take the tissue slack out right there, and then you give it a couple of hits, right? And now you find that that glides a little bit better in through here. And you just find those surfaces on the inside. Now the outside is a little bit trickier. You got to go this way. And that's why sometimes it's good to have a friend to help you do this. So you're going to get the outside here, but you're going to have to do it, since you're kind of twisted a little bit, you may have to just do this one single-handedly. So you're going to have to find that spot. You can see my heel here. This actually glides pretty good on this side of the heel, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a couple of good ones here. So here we are right here, just like that. I'm going to take that tissue slack out, a little twist, and then, see that? Same thing right there. And get that skin moving again. Now, I don't have any real issues with my heel. The skin in and around my heel moves pretty well. I don't have any dorsiflexion problems. See, the skin of my heel moves really nicely. See that? Let me see. There. See that? The skin moves pretty nicely over there. Not a whole lot of issues. So for me, this is a little more superfluous. But again, now I go into test that. I can get into here, and that feels really good as far as motion goes in the heel. Just because now that skin has been let go from some of those adhesions that have developed in and around that area. So again, taking the good old lacrosse ball, and you're kind of using that test, if you will, just seeing how well that skin glides in the area, and then you take the ball right in there and you give it a few good hits to get that skin to move. See that? Right in there. Sometimes these folks that come in, they've experienced in the past an injury to the back of the heel, like it got stepped on. Sometimes repetitive trauma, especially women that wear heels, and they usually wear heels without socks and stuff, and it just rips up the back of their heel, and that skin no longer glides over that very well. Sometimes, again, like I said, soccer players, sometimes they get stepped on right in there, and they get slide tackled, and then over time they've developed that junky heel in there. So use the lacrosse ball. Again, you're in here, and you're just taking that tissue slack out of it, get a little stretch going, and then give the ball a few hits to in and around that heel to free that up, to free that skin. And you can retest it and go into dorsiflexion here, man. That feels really good in the back of the heel. It's not a lot more free back there. So anyway, this is how to free your heels, so that way you don't have that pain, discomfort in that heel bone, kind of where that calcaneus meets that heel bone in the back. So if you have any questions with this video, drop them off in the comment section below. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. It lets us know you care. And if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notifications button, so that way you don't miss any subsequent videos coming here in the near future. And that way you can continue to move well and live well. Also, share this with others, because I know you know folks who have problems with their heel, and this video will obviously help them if they have problems with their heel. So share this with others. Don't keep that information to yourself. Share it with the world. So anyway, we thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.